Podcast again, and today, guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and the review is 2 Blue Exorcist Season 2, Episode 3, guys. Again, for anybody who know who didn't watch my, I think it was, I'm not sure remember which anime it was. I think it was, now what was it? Which I think it's one of the new ones, isn't it? Oh yeah, Revenge. If you guys have not seen Mr. Kono Revenge review, then I decided to change a bit of my layout. Well, not change up, just position on my camera, because I got my new chair. I want to try and use it more in my videos. So, anyway, let's get into the point of this review. So guys, I made to do the episode review on Blue Exorcist Season 2, Episode 3. So let's get into it. So guys, in this episode of Blue X, before I mentioned, sorry for this review is being late. Sorry this review being late as well. So sorry about that. But if you didn't watch the live stream, sorry. But anyway, so guys, let's get into the review of it. So guys, in this episode of Blue Exorcist, well, again, character development episode. For anybody who was I should have mentioned this in the previous 2 episodes, but I feel like 2 episodes should have been decent enough for an average anime fan to deal with character development. Because when I think about an average anime fan or beginners of anime, I feel like those 2 episodes could be good. Good episode length for many episodes, like you can deal with character development. But 3 episodes coming, again, character development to certain characters. Now, again, that's why I say this season of Blue Exorcist might only be able to be watched by a very big and serious anime fan, because most people won't be able to deal with this many character development episodes, mainly because first up, these anime fans that will go into it who are not a big fan of character development episodes are usually either into shonen anime or they just really like trashy anime. Mostly is the case, because most of the shonen anime are like, I haven't said most, not all, because like I said, they're 50-50 between shonen and also character development in shonen, because shonen anime do have very good and very sometimes long episodes when it comes to character developing certain characters. Especially with the long-going series. At the start of those series, yes, they will rush the heck and not really character develop at all of any of the characters. But once they, of course, able to get the budget to keep on going with these episodes, of course, sooner or later down the line, they will add character development episodes to these certain characters. But usually, for episode series that only last to 13 or 24 somewhat episodes, they usually have a certain limit of budget. That means, of course, they will have to wait for a second season, a third season, or try to complete the series in general in that one season to able to get enough money again to continue off with the series, or to bring out the best they can do in the said series. So when it comes to Blue Exorcist, of course, it got the Season 2 treatment. But of course, what's different between Season 1 and, of course, Season 2 is the ending few episodes of Season 1 that's not being added to the continuation of Season 2. That was different. But, now, here's the difference between Season 1 and Season 2 of Blue Exorcist. First up, let me tell you about the first difference between the Season 1 and Season 2 of Blue Exorcist is that Season 1 was rushed. Like, hardly much character development was in Season 1. There was character development, of course, but I've got to say, there was not that many. And for a person who was new to Blue Exorcist, I definitely got to say, this would have been one of the best series to actually go into as a beginner watcher. It would have been. Except now with Season 2 out, currently airing. And this is when people might get the chance to feel like maybe beginners should no longer watch Blue Exorcist as their first option to watch anime. Mainly because of right now with season 2, the first 3 episodes right now are complete character development. Because people, ordinary people, either if they're into anime or not, can't stand character development episodes. I don't know why they don't, because if you fucking love a series or like the series you're watching, why do you not like fucking character development episodes? Unless that said series you're watching is meant for character development, then you might end up liking it. But series that you feel like don't need character development, I'm going to tell you this, that's bullshit. Every single series, even these comedic, nothing to be serious about goddamn series, need character development. Why? Because part of the reason why you be liking said series is because you get emotionally attracted to certain characters. Why do you feel like there are some series out that you might notice had a good storyline, but you feel like what made the series terrible as shit to you is because of the characters. And characters, of course, are one of the main elements of a series. And with Blue Exorcist, Season 1, I actually liked it. And luckily, it had decent characterized the character enough to be able to be bearable with them. And nothing too ashamed about these characters, which is a good thing. At least Blue Exorcist Season 1 done something at least good enough with its character development to able to make us at least like the characters and understand where they're coming from. And also, another thing they got right is that the story was interesting. But that's it. Blue Exorcist Season 1 was not thanks for also being the rest of the episode being anime original. It was not thanks for Blue Exorcist just being a decent series, a decent one, not a fantastic, just a decent anime series. It could have been treated a lot differently from what it showed us, because really what it did show us, even though it had a good character, had decent good character development and a good story. It's lucky, even with that decent character development, luckily the story and the concept behind the story was what caught most people interested, and it's lucky it did that, because if it did not have that, the decent character development would have been fucking enough for the series. It would have not been enough. Hell no, it wouldn't have been enough. Luckily, the story did help out, but just imagine if Blue Exorcist didn't had not as high of a story as it did, or not as high a budget as Season 1 was. Just imagine the budget it would not have if it was not for for example, series that had a very low animation or less episode budget series that had a very good storyline. Like, for example, Back Bullet. Now, I know I did not fully watch the rest of the episode of Back Bullet. I've actually heard that the story and the series is fucking good. But back when I heard some people who like found out from the people with possession of the anime, they fucking hate the anime. Why? Because character development and the rushness of the series. Like, people very hated some characters they loved in the books, but for some reason they hate them in the fucking anime. And maybe it's because of the weak character development they got. Unfortunately, Black Bullet did end up getting that treatment, which it could have been a good series. It could have been a good series, but unfortunately, in a lot of people's eyes, it was a trash series. So, too bad for Black Bullet. That's what could have happened to Blue Exorcist, because it was in that state that it could have done. But lucky for it, it didn't get that treatment only because of its length of episodes. Yes, if it didn't get 24 odd episodes at least, or in this case, this follows on from episode 17, Season 2 follows from episode 17, 17 episodes, technically, from the entire timeline of Blue Exorcist. But if it didn't get that rough, that much episodes, people would be thinking Blue Exorcist is a fucking terrible anime. Only because of there was hardly any character development between the characters except for Rin and his friend. Like, really, the other characters, Bon and Kugumuru and I'm trying to remember his name, the pink hair guy. Minoru? I think Minoru is his name. Might be wrong. And Shiemi, and also Mia? I think that's her name as well. Mia. There have been hints in the previous seasons. Like, the previous season, it showed hints that they had a lot of backstory to go into. Now, with Shiemi, she did get more character out of these 5 characters. Shiemi did get the most character development, but even with that again was decent. But the other characters, no. Well, I could say decent for Kugumuru because of season 1, but unfortunately, where he got his character development was in the anime original episodes. And as season 2 is not based from the anime original episodes, unfortunately I cannot give Kugumuru's character development from season 1 into episode 3 of season 1. Or into season 2. I cannot bring that over. Because unfortunately, that was a completely no way connected to season 2. And what's the problem with season 1 and it cannot be connected to season 2 is because of the character between them. So unfortunately, and which I've actually got to mention this. In episode 3, this episode, he ends up getting character development. People are like, thank you! At least you gave him character development. Thank you for bringing it back, because we actually needed it. Like, as we now know, we cannot rely on season 1. There is some character development from season 1 we couldn't bring over to season 2. And unfortunately, one of the main character developments we needed was Kugumuru. And in this case, thank you for adding it. We needed it. And when it comes, like I said, series that don't have any character, like I said, and the other 3, and here comes mentioning the other characters. Bon, Minori, and Mia. She doesn't have that. Both of those 3 had no character. They got like times and hints between that what could happen in the past. Especially Mia. With Mia, she definitely has an interesting story, but because it seems like when she was a kid, some woman sort of attacked on her family. I have no idea. What was that all about? This strange, maybe demonic woman. I don't know. What caused? We don't know. And that's the biggest problem. Why did we have that little flashback between her and that weird woman that showed up? Or, I don't know. Possibly, well, I said possible woman. I could be wrong. It could be a fucking trap. It's not that weird to find out that there's a character that looks like a female, but that's actually him. But dude, we don't know. We need to see. But that's what I was thinking. When I saw that, I feel like, when I saw that in Blue Exorcist, I feel like, okay, what's going on between them? I want to find out. But at a time where it actually ended season 1, that's including the anime original episodes, I was pissed that I didn't get to see why her backstory, because it looked like it could have been fucking interesting as fuck. But no, it didn't, and that means when I saw the character, I saw her as a mediocre character. But with season 2 available, we might get on to see her have some good character development. And if we don't get it this season, but there will be an announcement for a 3rd season, I'll be hoping for the 3rd season. But I'm hoping they'll be in this season. Just hoping it'll be in this season. But that's thing. Some characters that I just like as mediocre side characters that actually had interesting stories to be told, but they didn't get a chance to tell them and give them character development. But with season 2, like I said, and that for a anime fan, you won't be able to like it because there's so much character development you're going to see in this episode. And like I said, Kugamo got his character development. He got his reason, like, he tries to express himself between Rin, why he couldn't, what you can say, doesn't really like him that much right now. And we already know it's mainly because of being the son of Satan, but also it's because the Bond's family raised Kugamaru. They raised him after his parents died, and he wants to repay them, and he doesn't want anyone that can threaten his family, threaten them. He doesn't want to see any of his family get threatened by any form of demonic power or anything. He doesn't want to see this family getting threatened by anything. Unfortunately, being the son of Satan, even though he might not be intentionally doing it, he's still somewhat of a threat. He's still somewhat of a threat to the family. After all, being the son of Satan, Satan, the one who caused the Blue Knight that killed a lot of the higher ups in the family and ended up killing Kugamo's family as well. It makes logical sense why he'd be upset, and, well, maybe not logical, but it makes somewhat sense why he might see Ezran as a threat, because he has the blue flames which caused all this instance to happen. And because of that, actually, he will see Ezran as a threat, and that means he won't like him. But with also some information from Miuri, who told Kugamo, Rin is a good guy. He's just a good guy. He's still the same person we knew from the beginning. He's just a good guy, and Kugamo started to feel guilt about not liking him. And when he saw how Rin reacted to him, he told him that I understand. And he told him, "Okay, I will try again. I'll try." So I mean, I have to try to make sure I have to try to show you that I'm not a threat. When he said that, Kugamo started to feel a little bit, you could say more at ease, but started to feel guilt for hating Rin. But overall, we got character development with Kugamo, which is good. I'm liking that. Now other characters like Shiemi again. More character development for her. I'm glad we got more character development for her. And actually now with adding that, we might no longer go for decent character development for her, because I loved how she wanted to become stronger. Talon actually wanted to become stronger for it, because she always feels guilty that both Rin and Yuki are being protecting her. And that's when I have to do this for Rin, because she was reacting in some negative way when she found out Rin was a son of Satan, but we already know that she's not hating Rin. It's not because she hates him, because now she understands that he was going through a very deep burden. He was going through something that people are hating on him for, and she doesn't like seeing that, and she has negative feelings, and all that. And now we know, and the seeing that reaction that she still really likes Rin, no matter if she is a son of Satan or not. Shiemi, I'm glad for you. Just one thing, just bulk up, please. Who fucking cares? Just even if everybody else is scared of him, and even know that you're not scared of him or anything, you're just feeling like if you cause trouble, if you're doing something that could cause trouble or anything, don't want to go. But anyway, and also another thing I've got to introduce, the traitor. Now, so far we still don't know who the traitor is, but we have our suspects. Who could be the traitor. Now these three sisters that got introduced from last episode. One of them got accused for being the traitor. One of them got accused, along with the other guys, because, well, the three of the sisters and this other guy who seems to be the brother to Muri, or I think the father to Miori. They were guarding the right the right eye. They were guarding the right eye. And it seems like on the way, the flames start to react, and so the head priest is coming and sort of deal with it. But while the flames getting control was melting the protection, and one of the sisters ends up being trying to say, "I want to protect it," and pretty much instance caused. So that and of course it caused some form of incident. Because of that, they had to, after the barrier of the right eye melting, they had to form a meeting. They had to form a meeting in with the family. And they accuse her and also this other guy, like I said, the priest or guy who was with them at the time. They were accusing, and also they're accusing the head priest. They were also accusing the head priest because because the sister ends up accusing that he was saying some weird chant. It looked like he was controlling the flames. And this is when it gets a lot of character development for Bond for next episode, because Bond will end up getting a lot of character development next episode. If you've not seen the preview, he's going to get a lot of character development next episode, which I can't wait to see what's going to go through with him. But that's plenty of speculation. And now let me get to the point of who I think might be the traitor. Now I think it's quite obvious from how I've been pronouncing it from her, but I believe it's that sister. That sister, I think she is going to be the traitor. In a way, I hope not. I hope not. Why I hope not? I suspect it. Reason why I hope not, because it will be somewhat cliche to have the weird looking character as the traitor, and also that the way the episode ended off made it feel like she could be the traitor. But yet again, it's about shonen anime here. Characters that look and act like her usually end up being the traitor in shonen anime, which I'm going to be worried about if they do that one, but I digress from that. In a way, I do want to see her get her ass kicked, because I'm not really a big fan of these shady looking characters. I'm not a big fan of them. But yeah, this girl, from my speculation right now, I believe she's going to be the traitor who's trying to get the eye, so I've got to mention that. But overall, let me talk about the animation. Animation, again, look very good. Especially, like I said, Rin's flames look way better. Like, compared to season 1, I actually really like Rin's freaking blue flames. They look more action-packed than they did in previous season. Because in the previous season, his blue flames were, I actually got to say, look more animated than these ones right now. Because these ones looked CGI, but more realistically CGI, which I actually liked because it looked very good in the background, make it more mystic, and it didn't look too bad, which I'm glad. But season 1, even though it still looked good, it felt still framed. It didn't feel like they could move around more and it could spread it out everywhere where the character compared to Rin's flames in season 2. He's able to make it looks more like they could actually spread and cause disasters or anything. So I'm actually glad they added that into this season. And the rest of the animation looked decent, nothing too spectacle. But overall, again, this episode is just complete character development. And like I said, if you not really like character development, why the fuck are you even watching Blue Exorcist now? Because Blue Exorcist Season 2 is going to be character development. Just going to say that. And yeah, that's what I've got to say. Anyway guys, that's my episode. That's my review. Anyway, review of Blue Exorcist Season 2, Episode 3. Hope you guys like it, become chat that, and stay. If you guys want to send me a mail, go switch down below my address there. And yeah, hope you guys like it. Come on, like and subscribe, and also hit the bell, and I see you guys later. Bye guys!